Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another American Truck Simulator where we are in Sheridan, Wyoming. Yes, that is right. We were, I think, in like Oregon somewhere, but then Montana came out. And so, what we got is Montana right here. We got Kalispell, Coeur d'Alene is in Idaho, but we got Missoula, Butte, Bozeman, Billings, Laurel. Anyway, Miles City, which right here we have a lot of history in personal reasons. Idaho Falls, another big one. Spokane, all that fun stuff. But anyway, Montana is out, so I wanted to get on here and get cracking. So we got a load. Here, let's get out of here. We got a load. Let's see. That is what we got. We got pressure tanks, 54,340 pounds of pressure tanks going to Laurel Deep Grove. We got to be there Wednesday at 12:37 to 7:17. So we got about 10 hours to get there. If we leave now, we can actually get there before time. Anyway, job offers $1,300, so I decided that we'll haul something heavy, and we will get this good old girl broke in proper. So that's what we're going to do. We were going to take hay, but yeah, so every time you update the game or anything like that, it kicks you back to the garage. Our garage just happens to be in Denver. Let's get out here before that guy decides to come along. There we go. Nice wide turn since we got a 53-footer behind us. And pretty much we were used to, 48s and stuff like that. Now, do I want to get fuel here? Yes, we do, because we don't have much. Don't have much to go with. We got about 1/8 of a tank. So, might as well come in here and get fuel right quick. As always, we're going to try to do this as realistic as possible. I'm guessing we're going straight here. Nice little Flying J. Or at least I'm thinking it's Flying J. But yeah, trying to get... Gonna try to do this as realistic as possible, even though, as you guys know, I am on a controller, so it's not gonna be the most realistic thing ever. It's gonna be nice and jumpy and everything else. 504 a gallon, great. That's another $800, eh? Oh well, can't complain. Can't complain. Hey, hot dog, $1.39 for a hot dog. Hell, let's go eat lunch. Might as well. Hey, they might even give it to us free. $590, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. It was $800 the other day. I think it was a few days ago, actually. I filled this truck up, and it was $800. But anyway, that's a curb, so it looks like the entrance is the exit. So that's kind of interesting. It is also kind of nice that that dump truck came in and got fuel as well, and now he is leaving. So that's kind of interesting. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. The straps on the trailer do not look tight whatsoever. At least in this mirror don't. But anyway, guess we don't have to worry about it. Yellowtail Drive, apparently, if you go out that way. Don't know where that is. Apparently it's in Wyoming somewhere. Anyway, but I'm excited. I absolutely love Montana. It is... after Oregon, it is my absolute favorite state. It is absolutely gorgeous. The rivers and creeks, especially on the west side of Montana, is just clear. I mean, the clearest water I've ever seen. Of course, other than Crater Lake that we have here in Oregon. I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I mean, I just absolutely love it. My favorite stretch, even though some people, some truckers in the comments that are actually subscribed probably think I'm crazy, but my absolute favorite place to drive is from Spokane, Washington to about Missoula, Montana. Hell, even sometimes Billings. You know, I mean, pretty much just, let's just say Spokane to Billings is my absolute favorite stretch to drive. And of course, as soon as we get going, we got Bull Indian. But yeah, it's just a beautiful place, beautiful state, and it reminds me most of Oregon, honestly. Oh, it's this scale. I remember. Got to get off the freeway, turn left, go around Robert Hood's barn, get Grandma's cookies, and then get back on. Okay, let's go. There's literally, okay, there's a cement truck I didn't see. Now, what was actually funny was I was coming to pick up this load, and all of a sudden, this car turned out in front of me, and I almost hit it. Like, just texting and driving that guy had to be. Ran the stop sign and everything, just like that guy just pulled out right in front of me. I was pissed. Anyway, but yes, I do remember this fantastic waste station, same thing. Oh, come on. Nice and easy turn there. All right. And we're loaded. So we're going to go in the loaded one. Yes, I know. That's where we're going. Gosh. That's a beautiful, looks like D8. Maybe. And let's see. 55,000. Yeah, about 86,000 pounds. So we're overweight. We are overweight, and I wouldn't want to haul this much weight with this truck, especially because the suspension is definitely not up to par. But we do have to fix the truck. I can't remember if we ran into anybody or not, but well, I mean, I guess he's in a day cab and he's pulling a cat, so looks like everything's going to be fine. Anyway, besides the point, we I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway, I think what I was saying was we got to take the truck to the shop eventually, fix it up. We got, let's see, we have 13% on the truck, which is probably mostly tires, and then an episode or two ago I actually hit the trailer on nothing, so it counted as damage. Oh, that is the wrong button. But anyway, 210 miles yet. Love how that trailer is turning awkwardly. So we do have a ways to go. It's funny how there's a stop sign, but no one's coming from the right side there, so that's kind of interesting. But anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series, because I know I am. Just get back in the trucking world. It's actually funny because this past week, today is the 7th of August. So this past week, I've been keeping track of how many miles I've drove. Don't think about it, buddy. Thank you. And about 3 weeks ago is when I started, and I got 950 miles in 4 days. Right. So it's nothing too crazy. I mean, but for the job I do, I mean, that's kind of a lot. You know, and then like the last 2 weeks I got 6 to 650, I think it was, and then this past week, or let's see, what would it be, like the 2nd to the 6th? I think that's 4 days. That could be 5 days. Maybe it was the 3rd. No, it was the 3rd to the 6th. I don't know. Whatever 4 days is this week, Wednesday to Saturday. I was just over like 900.3 miles, which was fantastic. Fantastic mileage. I don't get paid by the mile, but it just reminds me of the good old days when you used to get, 25 to, 3,000 a week, and now all of a sudden I'm excited for 900. It's just kind of interesting. Them rocks up on that hill there kind of looks like snow. But I don't believe there is snow in this game. You can, of course, download a mod to do so, but haven't done that yet. So maybe I will. Maybe like in the wintertime, just to feel the atmosphere out in the world. Of course, wintertime is definitely coming. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So far, we haven't been, if anybody lives in the States and knows, Oregon and California, Washington, Idaho, Colorado, Nevada, the western side of the United States always loves to catch on fire. That's our big downfall. We don't have tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes, well, sometimes earthquakes, but, nothing terribly crazy. Montana. But anyway, we don't have too many terrible, risk factors in weather. But what we don't have, we have fires, and sometimes it can be very catastrophic. So Like I said, luckily we haven't had any fires yet. It's always a like wait and see what happens kind of deal. We did have quite a bit of rain in June, so hopefully that will hold us over. The rivers, they're not looking the greatest. It did kind of get hot quickly, but I mean, like I said, we did get quite a bit of rain, but no snow. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not a meteorologist or nothing, so I have no idea. But anyway, the rivers, like I said, they're a little low, but definitely looks a lot better than what they have been in past years. We do have a pretty big fire, but I haven't heard nothing about it yet for a while now. But we had a fire down there in Wairika, California, which is just south of the Oregon-California border. And they were evacuating people in Oregon, or on the Oregon side of the border. So, but I haven't heard nothing about it. I know it gained like 18,000 acres. There we go. 18,000 acres in overnight. So it was flat moving on. Let's pass this fella and try not to crash and kill people. Little Bighorn River. Huh, never heard that one before. Anyway, that was a joke, by the way. But yeah, so we had that one. That was called McKinley, something like that. And then we had there was one down there in Yosemite. Haven't heard nothing about that one for a while either. Need to look that up just to make sure everything is A-okay. We do have a few fires, nothing major, but a few, maybe 1,000 acres, something like that. Nothing, like I said, nothing crazy. They're around Crater Lake area, but like I said, nothing we can't handle. I mean, we had the Archie fire 2 years ago, I think it was now, and that was, I think it was 150 to 200,000 acres. It was huge, absolutely huge. I mean, it was taking everything. But so hopefully everything will just stay calm and not try to kill everybody. So hopefully, like I said, everything's okay for now. Let's see, Hardin. Yeah, remember that one. But anyway, let's get into the stories of right now. So the funny part. Oh, I paid my loan thing. Okay. So the funny part about Billings and Miles City is that when I broke down. Oh, hello. I was looking at the map, not the road. That's always great. Stay. There we go. But yeah, so I was going. We were going to Billings, and I've had problems with this truck since I had left Salem. We had to go down to Medford to deliver at Costco, and then we went back up to Salem, picked up a Home Depot load, and went to Spokane Valley. Spokane. One or the other. It's like 11 miles apart. I just called it the same thing. I told a gal that lived there, and she yelled at me. So apparently it's different, but I just called it the same thing. Besides the point. Anyway, so yeah. So we made it out to Billings after a week, which we should have got there in like 2 days. And we went to 7 truck shops. And that was one in Salem, which was our own. Made one in Pasco, Washington. Oh my God, that was crazy. I don't know if that was lag or if that was me. I don't really know. Probably a little bit of both. But anyway, but yeah, we went to Pasco and went to a truck shop. They said everything was fine. Basically, what was happening was I was losing like a gallon of antifreeze every 150 miles, and there was no puddling. There was nothing. There was literally nothing saying that there was anything wrong. Like, it was just disappearing. So I told the shop at May Trucking Company, that was the trucking company I was working for. Oh my God, big lag spike. And they didn't care, essentially. Oh, good Lord, load everything up, baby. So, with that being said, 6 more truck shops. There was 2 in Spokane. Went to Billings, and then they were like, "Oh, everything." It was the hoses, so they changed the hoses for the radiator, and then we left and went to Billings, and they're like, or no, went to Miles City, and they were like, well, you got a blown head gasket, but they're not going to let me tear it apart, so I ain't even going to worry about it. So he sold me 3 gallons of antifreeze, and sent me back, and then I was sent back to Billings. So I went back to Billings, and they were like, well, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's the cap, 100% the cap. So they changed the cap and told me that I don't know how to, screw on the cap lid, right? And so I left, and for a long ways, like I made it all the way back to Butte, and nothing was happening. Why is it so laggy? Oh my goodness. But anyway, oh, hello. Figure yourself out there, darling. But anyway, so I went back to Billings, and yeah, said get new cap, da-da-da-da-da. Went to Butte, everything was fine. I stopped and checked the antifreeze before, well, if you guys live in Montana, or if you drove I-90 to Butte, there's a massive hill, or mountain, either one you want to call it, before Butte, going eastbound, or westbound. And so I stopped at the bottom, checked the coolant, and then went on, right? Everything was fine. Stopped for 30 minutes, or my 30-minute break there at the pilot. You gonna stop or just come right on over? Yeah. That's what happened before. It's like they don't even care. Anyway, so I went and just moving on. I went over and took my half-hour break in Butte, and then I started driving down I-15 to get to where was I going? I can't remember where I was going now. It was Burley. Yeah, it was Burley, Idaho. That's where I was going. And so we had to drop off a load there. Well, I didn't make it. I stopped the night at a rest area on I-15 just north of Lima, Montana. And then I popped the hood, and there was antifreeze all over the truck, or underneath the truck. And I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to bed. So I said, screw it. And I went to bed. Woke up the next morning, sent a message out, and said that there's coolant underneath the truck and stuff like that. Oh, and in the process of this, I got towed twice. Okay. The first time I got towed, I was in between Billings and Miles City, and I was on top of a hill, and I had 1 bar of service. That was it. And so that wasn't fun whatsoever. But yeah, so anyway, I got towed from there back to Billings, and then I got towed from Lima, Idaho, all the way down to Idaho Falls. I have no idea why it's so laggy. But maybe it's the first time it's loading in, because it is. I don't know. But anyway, so we got towed down to Idaho Falls, and I got stuck in the hotel for another 2-3 days. And everything was A-okay. They were like, well, we put it on the dyno machine, some fancy dancy dealio, and he showed me a video of it. He goes, every time that you went up a hill, it was making that truck work so hard it just started spitting it just everywhere. Something about the EGR valve. I can't remember exactly what he said about the EGR valve, but he said it was coming out of there. And so he's like, you don't have a cracked head, but you have a cracked head lining. Right, so basically the same thing. And so whatever wasn't spilling or anything, it was getting evaporated by the motor, which is, like I said, basically the same damn thing. And so I told May Trucking Company, they're like, well, we're going to get you back to the last best place. Interesting. We got sent back to Salem to get a new truck. Get back to Salem to get a new truck, and there's a corner panel missing on the truck, and the bottom bunk didn't have a bed, and it was, and this is right when I came back, right? Like, oh yeah, let's just go back. Yeah, smart move. No, it wasn't. It was absolutely a terrible idea. But anyway, that was basically what happened when, I think I told this story a few times, but just in case anybody missed it, that was the big reason I left May. And then I kept getting told that I just wanted to stay in the shop to get paid for it, and I got tired of it. Oh my goodness, almost hit that cinder block. The brakes work. Sorry about that guy, but the brakes work. Anyway, so we're here at Deep Grove Forest Products. Don't know what they need a pressure tank for, but whatever. Hey, how's it going, bud? Thanks for opening up the dealio for me. Alright, we need some XP, so where do you want this bad mamma jammer? Oh, this one? Thank you. Confirm. It doesn't look too terribly hard. Looks like we got some wood that we can haul out of here. Got quite a few loads out of here that we can take. Especially on a flatbed. You know, of course, we can haul like dynamite and whatnot. Oh, please don't tell me you want it in there. Do you? You do. This ain't gonna be fun. Anyway, I ain't gonna ask that guy to spot me either. You know that if you haven't drove and you want to drive for whatever stupid reason, don't ever ask anybody for help, because they will lie to you. Because if you hit anything, it's not their fault. It's your fault. So just remember that. I mean, there's always such a thing as a goal, right? You see goal everywhere on 53-footers and 48-footers and all that fun stuff. Goal. Goal this, goal that. Get out and look. That's the best thing you can do, and essentially that's basically all you can do. Let's get this back over this way. Oh, a little bit more. I don't know where that fence is. On the other side. Come back. My wife has called me twice. I have no idea why. She just got off work. She should be home literally any time. For basically just poking and hoping, that was not a bad back at all. It only took him about 45 minutes to load, so hopefully it takes about 45 minutes to unload. We got here 3 hours after the first appointment time. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. And should be green any moment. There it goes. Pop it out of reverse. Look at that. That wasn't hard at all. Man. Beautiful. Alright, what button do I have to push? A? Y? It's not T. Enter? I can't remember. I don't want to push. Hold on. I gotta get out and get back in. Because nope. I want to get my money on my XP, but I can't remember the button. Oh, it turned off. Okay, and then enter. Yeah, because if you push T, then you just drop your your trailer. So 234 miles, 6 hours and 7 minutes to get there. Oh, 49.2, almost at 50, and yeah, 325 XP, $1,300. Let's see what they got right quick. Also got a level up. 400 miles. Let's get hazardous cargo. Anyway, so that'd be fun. Lumber, utility poles. Not very much money. That is for sure. $900. But anyway, we will figure something out in the future, and I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. And you all, take care.